Greetings everyone, and welcome to our newest gear review video. As you know, we've tested and reviewed many different products in past, and passed on to you our findings with what works for us and what doesn't. We're always happy to receive new recommendations or gear if you want to send something along for us to have a look at and try. If you have something of interest, feel free to drop us a line here and we'll tell you where to send it. Today we're testing a brand new drone sent to us by Frank at Carolina Dronz. This drone is made by AUTEL. It's called the X-Star Premium. It's a new contender in the small to mid-sized drone category. It's at a price point of $8.99, including everything you need, ready to fly, fully featured, and comes with its own storage case. I've heard nothing but good things about this drone so far, so I got in touch with my friend Frank up at Carolina Dronz, as he's the one that carries them, and here it is. Alright, so this is going to be our first test of the new X-Star Premium, and basically this is going to be right out of the box. I haven't done anything with it other than I've charged the batteries, put it back in the box, and just bring it down here to where we're going to do our test. So we've just put the controller together. All I did was put my iPhone 6s Plus on it, and it's just got the cord that goes into the back, so that was straightforward. I'm going to set that down, and basically there's just 4 props that go on. I'm just going to match them up to the colors on top. And they're self-tightening, so just spin them on. Okay. Everything is on. I'll just wait for it to connect to the app. I've already downloaded the Starlink app to the iPhone, so that's what we're using just to monitor everything. And there it goes, it's just connecting now. Alright, battery 99%, safe to fly, SD card ready, all messages are coming across the screen. Now, I'm going to try the auto takeoff feature and everything, so I'm not going to take off from here because I think it's going to go up to about 10 feet and I don't want to hit that tree. And now we're going to take off. Just going to press and do the takeoff automatic. Okay, so yeah, that's up about 10 to 12 feet, and it's just in an auto hover. I haven't touched anything. Okay, so I'm going to hit the record button on the remote, started recording the camera. So I've got us on camera there now, just see what that looks like from the other side. And let's see. See how the controls feel. Altitude 63 feet. I'm going to take it up to 100 feet. Okay, it's at 100 feet, 500 feet out. 700 feet out, 125 feet up. I'm at 1,000 feet. Still perfect. 1,000 feet range, that is. I'm at 120 feet altitude. Heading up for Ile de Sol. I'm gonna take it up a little bit. At 0.25 of a mile. Back towards the beach, doing 15 miles an hour. I think I'll pick it up a little bit. Should have a top speed of 33 miles an hour. Now, upon examining this footage after the test flight, the first things I noticed was it was incredibly stable. I was very surprised. For a $900 drone, this gimbal seems to work really well. And the camera? The camera's filming in 4K. This video's dubbed down to 1080p because we simply don't have the bandwidth to upload 4K, but the raw footage was crystal clear. I was, again, very surprised. It's almost comparable to our Inspire X3s, which, as you know, are very high quality.
Okay, it looks like I'm over the Aquamania docks. Okay. Back over the water, I'm going to stop. It's 0.25 of a mile out, 200 feet altitude. I'm going to hit the hold to start go home. Okay, going home, let's see what it does. Holding altitude, it's doing 20 miles per hour. Still at 200 feet. It's about 800 feet out. And we should see it coming across the top here soon. There it is. See it? It's flying itself home. Okay, it's over positioned and now it's at 200 feet. And it's starting to descend. And here it comes, it's fully steering itself right now. I'm not doing anything, it's on auto land. And you can see I'm not doing anything. That was impressive. Yeah, that was pretty cool for a first flight. Wow.
So what was my first impression of the new X-Star? I was actually very pleasantly surprised. I have to say, I wasn't expecting much from a small form drone. I mean, it's a very small form drone. It's very compact, small assembly, but it does have the 3-axis stabilized gimbal, and it's very easy to fly. Basically, there was nothing just to screw on the props, do my compass calibration, put the app on the phone, connect the two, and take off. That was it. It was very easy to fly. It felt very in control the entire time it was in the air. It didn't do anything unexpected. It handled gusts no problem. That's what surprised me the most. I mean, I don't use small factor form drones because we're in the Caribbean and we have high winds all the time, average 15 to 20 knots, and these little drones typically can't handle that. That's why we use the Inspires for most of our applications, and I'm used to that drone. It's a much heavier drone and much bigger, and of course it can take those kind of winds and give you good footage no matter what. So this one was a pleasant surprise. It really performed good, better than my expectations. The comfort of the hand controller is very good. I felt it very good in your hands. It doesn't feel too heavy, too light. It just sits in there just right. Everything feels good. It's got a great display on it that's visible in full daylight, so you can still read all of your telemetry, any warnings that the drone is trying to send you, anything like that. The adapter for the phone is perfect. You can put it on its side, or if you're doing an iPad or for an iPhone, anything you need. And it will even accommodate the large size case that I have for my 6S Plus in a life-proof case. So that's handled in there no problem. And the buttons are clearly identifiable, which give you a wide range of controls right from the panel without having to do anything. So you've got hold to start the motors, hold to take off or land, turn the power on or off, return to home, and just pause in flight. So if you're into any situation, you're not sure what's happening, you just push that button,
it just stops and hovers right wherever it is. So all in all, that was very pleasant. So no complaints there. The case, I find the case very well designed. It's a good, sturdy, hard plastic case. Got a good, sturdy zipper on it. Even better, I think, than what we've got with our Inspires, because we got 2 of the Inspire cases and both the zippers have failed. And I looked at this one first thing and thought, okay, well, at least this one looks a little sturdier. So hopefully that's going to prove to be better than what we're used to. Battery storage, it's got great battery storage in here. You've got enough room to put 2 batteries back here, 2 here. You can even put 2 in these compartments on the side if you want. These will just put in right there like that. So you could have 6 extra batteries, no problem at all. It comes with a spare parts box as well, so if you have any problems with the gimbal, lose any parts, it's got the locks for the gimbal, it's got the silicone dampers for the gimbal, it's got a few extra parts in there, so very handy, nice that they include that. And it also comes stock with 2 sets of blades, so not just 1 set, but 2 full sets, and both are clearly marked, color-coded, so that you can just match them up to the tops of the engines, screw them on, and that's it. That's the only thing you have to do prior to putting this thing in the air. It also has a nice spot right here for a full-size iPad, right in the case. So that's a nice option as well if you're going to be using an iPad. I'm using the iPhone right now. Either way, it works great. So all in all, I'd have to say I'm quite impressed with the device itself. The way it's put together, packaged, everything seems top-notch, and I think it's going to do well. And I think especially for these new people that are buying drones for the first time and not really familiar with them, how they work or anything, this is a drone you can literally take out of the box. In my experience, put the blades on it, put it in the air, and it'll do exactly what you want it to do. Just remember, take your time and practice. If you've never flown one, there's going to be many different facets of, when it's pointed away from you, everything is normal. But as soon as you turn it around and point it at you, that's when people get into trouble, because all of your controls reverse. Now you try and push it away from you, and boom, it comes straight for you. So just remember to take your time with any new drone you get. It doesn't matter which one it is. They're all going to do exactly the same thing, exactly what you tell them. So be sure and practice before you go taking and flying it all over the place. So other than that, just send a big thanks to Frank at Carolina Drones. I mean, I've dealt with Frank since last year. He's looked after us with all of our Inspires, our Osmos, all accessories, everything like that. When I found out he had these available, it was within 48 hours he had it in my hands, and I've had a great first experience with it. I can honestly say it's a good product. So thanks again, Frank. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Take care for now.